I still have access to it. I don't want to go to the next page. I want to go to the last page. Why is it making me go through every page? I have to see some of my non-public videos that might help us out at a pinch while we figure something out. Well, yeah, looks like I don't have it anymore. But I do have some audio from Laundry Room News circa 2013.
Guys, you ought to hear this. Go ahead and play that. That's going to be funny for people to get a little listen.
See if I can get it to play. Here we go. I got to unmute it. Here we go. I'm starting from the beginning now.
Not coming through.
What's that?
Not coming through if you're currently
okay,
playing.
I'll send you a link so you can play it on your side, I think. How do I send a link? Arg. Blah, 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 blah. It's a private video, but I should be able to send you a link if I figure it out. Let's just turn that off. Okay. Oh, I could just cut and paste it. Duh. All right, I'm going to send it to you via phone, our phone message, and then you can play it on your end, I think. Let's see if any of that works.
Video unavailable. This video is private.
Oh, I thought if I shared it with you, you could still play it. Let me see if I change the setting on it right quick. Nothing's easy for me, man.
Out here showing private stuff, guys. What in the sweet monkey?
People will understand why it's private if I ever get it so you can play it.
That's true. Very
true. How do I unprivate that? Let's go back to here. All right, and let me change it to unlisted. And now I'm going to save it.
Maybe
give her another click.
Flipping private as you want. All right, let me turd of it is I need to hold on.
Yeah, you got it now.
Need to put it over in the other browser. That way I can hold on.
At least you got good artwork.
So we got that, and then we take this, put this there, and that there, and then we do that. All right, you want to give you want to give a little preamble on this?
The most important thing to know about this is I like to save this. I've destroyed every other episode of this thing that I call the podcast. But I saved this one just so if anybody tells me that what I'm doing now sucks, I can say, oh, yeah, this is how it started, buddy. Like this and Heroes and Villains were the two things I threw up against the wall to see what sticks. This had less chance than a Teflon-coated ice cube of sticking to any walls anywhere. And strangely enough, Heroes and Villains actually took off. So that was the journey I took back in the old days. But now let people hear this snot-covered ice cube that I was trying to stick to the wall.
Hey, listen, by the way, if you, it's AI slop. There's nothing, but I told it what to do, numero uno, just because that one elf's got the wrong hand holding the whiskey. That's incorrect. It should be his other arm. That's wrong. But I told it what to do. So it counts. It counts for me. And you know what? You know how long it took me? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Listen, I always say, and you've heard me say it on the show, time, talent, treasure, whatever you want to do. You want to throw us Patreon money, super chats here. One more and we start doing a Christmas song. That much is definitely in the works here. But, you know, or your talent. So if you're somebody that could put together art and stuff like this, by God, let us know. Because I'd rather use somebody else's art than AI's, but it's too, like, not to say that I can't draw, because I can, but it's too much time for me. I got more things to do. Yapping on the mic is what my game really and truly is, you know.
I can vouch for that.
All right, here's Bruce, and let's hear how badly Bruce was kind of, and I'm going to tell everybody this as well. This was the toughest era right here, because Bruce knew that I was doing podcasts and would ask me what I thought about his show, and I am too honest of a person to like not have to sit there to be like, it fucking sucked. I did not want to be that guy to just be like, listen, buddy, sometimes things aren't for everybody, and you just have to learn, you know. But luckily, like, he's able to be coached. What the hell? Oh my God, I started it early. But he can be coached, which is a good thing. So he learned from his mistakes. He's smart enough most of the time to go, oh, maybe I should change this little thing. And learned, I say, the most important part about this and all of life is to learn to be yourself.
Yeah,
I think everybody should that should be what you really take to heart here, is learn to be yourself. But let's hear what it's like not to be yourself.
All I'm hearing is some.
First of all, I kind of, not gonna lie to you.
It's not pushing out.
You're not hearing it?
All I was hearing was like some fuzz.
Chat, let me know if you can hear this. You should be able to. Well, because
maybe if you share it the way you were sharing the Martians.
It's the exact same way. The problem is that you have weird production value on top of this. That's why you sound funky. And that's what I was saying about it.
Okay.
Is that you got this that thing going right on here.
I had to record it through an old Checkers drive-through microphone.
So that's about what it sounds like. And you got kind of sort of music little bed there in the background and everything. So it's wildly overmodulated, but it's got a vibe to it so far. And I'm like, I'm not hating it yet. Jesus. This pretty sounds good, so bad, Bruce.
It's pretty good.
Now we're starting to put all the cards together here. We've got bourbon in the laundry room. I think we're all starting to see exactly what's going on.
Oh yeah, I was still drinking very heavily at that time. I forgot to mention that's before I decided to get sober.
We're going into it. I'll tell you that right now, girl.
It works.
It sounds like you did it in 2009.
It was only 2013. Now, the microphone was a key component because I used something called an iRig, which was just like a headset thing. It was like the first incarnation of the earphones with the microphone in it.
Okay.
And I think that shows up pretty well there. Or not well, depending on how you
now you're doing, and here's the thing, you're putting extra juice on it. I can tell.
Oh yeah, I'm over cranking everything. I had no knowledge of audio engineering.
Anybody out here who knows me and knows me well, the irony of every bit of that statement, we won't go into it, but the irony of all of it is hilarious to me. The people that know me, fuck they do.
So I'm going to ask you some questions about some Christmas things.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just kind of curious, like, were you much of a game player at Christmas? Like, did you do the board game thing? Was your family into like Christmas night Monopoly or something? Christmas Eve Monopoly?
Not specifically. I mean, like they'll play some games and stuff every now and then. Like, I guess these days it's a lot more kind of niece and nephew. They'll do everything from like Racco to Yahtzee and, you know, this, that, and the other. Nothing too wild and crazy though.
because we used to do a lot of board games on Christmas Eve specifically, and then it turned into a whole lot of arguing and not feeling happy about the family on Christmas Eve. So we had to stop board games on Christmas Eve. And I don't know if other people are big into the board game stitch or not.
Oh, you know what they say? No game of Monopoly has ever ended well. It's always just ended with "fuck you, I hate this family." You know, it's
I think
never.
it was the
never
whole
happened.
point of Monopoly is to tell people how bad they are at stuff.
Like you don't like any of this, do you? It's like, no, I do not. Right.
We could watch Christmas TikToks.
Yeah, exactly. Congenital baldness, he says. It's as AM Zoo crew as you can get.
More or less. I'm sitting here trying to because I don't think everybody's hearing it, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix some things so that I can play it on my end. And whenever I need to do this, I always forget what the basic thing I need to do is to turn off my mix minus. You on the G1 Procaster? How do you turn off your mix minus?
It does it all together, but I'm on the mini.
Yeah, because like,
can you hear
every
this now?
time I need to do it, I can't find it, but it's like really easy to find if you know how to do it.
All right, so I was playing that, and you clearly can't hear that.
Yeah, I couldn't hear that. But if I could
what they are, but these Canadians
now
run around as feral cats and rats and so.
Huh.
That was it. Now you were playing it so I could hear it.
Can't hear it. No, so they can't hear. I don't know what the hell's going on.
But I heard it briefly. You did something that allowed me to hear it for just a moment. That's why I'm. Oh! Where is my mix minus?
Heard that. Wait a minute.
Yeah, there was just a brief second. I found my mix minus. It's under processing. Okay. So I turned my mix minus off, and let's see how it goes from my side of things. You tell me if you hear this, Adam.
Nothing?
You hearing it now?
I can't hear you now. That much I know.
Were you hearing it there?
Oh, hold on. Oh, wow. Old Streamcast is having a heart attack today, I think. Give me a test 1, 2, Bruce. Test 1, 2. Test. Test 1, 2. Test.
What? Do you hear me?
I hear you now. Can you hear me?
Okay. I somehow have lost our StreamYard screen. I got too many screens open at once.
All right. So you can hear me. That's good there.
I can hear you.
All right. Now can
you hear you real well now. Did you stop hearing what I was playing, or were you not hearing what I was playing at all?
I wasn't hearing a thing. Can you hear this?
Not hearing a thing. I think StreamYard is goofing on us.
StreamYard's kicking it. What in the hell is happening?
And I've totally lost my StreamYard window too.
Real? How's that even work?
I don't know. I've minimized it or shrunk it somewhere, and I don't know where I put it. Maybe.
Well, this is all going to according to plan.
You pray continue, and I'll figure out my weaknesses over here.
All right. Does anyone hear the Bruce episode that I'm laying out here?
Oh, I found it. I found StreamYard. I'm going to play something, Adam.
All right.
Still nothing on my end?
Nope. It's got to be a StreamYard thing. There's some weird disconnect.
Yeah. Could you pull up so that it just shows the guitar, like where you would normally be showing the video?
Yeah. I mean, it's,
then. Now play it.
Subjects like they were in other
Now we hear it.
clinical trials. So they managed.
You gotta be shitting me. No,
Yeah,
now
so
it's starting. It's
if you go
starting
back-
to make sense now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because
'Cause
it's
you're-
not highlighted there, so it wouldn't be. It may be not. I don't know. I think
you were able to monitor it, but it wasn't being pushed out. So you can go back to the beginning. We'll have this. Boy, anybody who's still with us, man, we owe them.
God bless you. You guys are the best if you're still with it at this point with us. Just kind of slamming into the wall hardcore.
Talk Christmas with patrons soon. Okay, let's see what we got here.
All right, let's try again.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Laundry Room News with Bruce Leslie. I'm Bruce Leslie, and this is brought to you by Laundry Room Studios. This is a preliminary episode, and some of the other preliminary episodes that I've done for you
Lean into it and overmodulate the shit out of it. That's what you do.
Red
here
one.
at Laundry Room Studios, I haven't been real happy with. So this one, we're going to try something a little bit different. I know that I need more energy, and what gives me energy? Well, that would be bourbon. So I have some bourbon here. This is a bourbon and laundry episode of Laundry Room News, where I'm going to give you all the news that you need to know from around the world, and I'm going to tell you why you need to know it. You know why you need to
Now, why did you think everybody needed to know everything?
I don't know. Might have been the bourbon.
know it, because it's good news, bad news. Sometimes
You ever see that Mary Tyler Moore show?
What kind of
no
entry?
news. I'm going to tell you.
Sometimes it's no news at all. Yeah, that's a real way to sell the show. Keep going, Bruce.
All there is to know. So let's go ahead and just start out talking about two of my favorite things. And
I love it because it sounds like open mics.
Oh yes, it's very much like open mic.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Jesus, we're real prepared here, aren't we?
anybody out there who knows me and knows me well knows that my two favorite.
Anyone who knows you and knows you well, like I said previously, the irony of that
There
is
was
just
no one.
absolutely delicious.
Yeah, it is.
Things are, of course, cucumbers and bald genitals. So we have a story
Oh,
out of Nova Scotia, Canada, where they've discovered that some genetically engineered cucumbers that are proprietary organisms of Monsanto Incorporated happen to cause genital baldness in those that consume them. That's right.
Are you telling me that Monsanto, that genetically modifies things, is making things that makes people's junk?
I felt like people needed to know before they eat a cucumber what might happen.
Listen, I'll say this: not surprising coming from Monsanto.
I'm not.
Who, by the way, is not called Monsanto anymore. They changed their name to something else. Like all of these companies, like Blackwater's not called Blackwater. Something is the thing they called it Z. It might be something else now. All of these bad companies just changed their name and they're just like, nah, we're a new thing now. Shut up. Monsanto, big version of that for sure.
I'm lying to you here. If you eat these cucumbers, there's like a 75% chance that your short and curlies are going to fall out. That is, if you have short and curlies. Now, this is an interesting story. Some of the local pest control folks, animal control, I don't know exactly what they are, but these Canadians that run
I don't know anything about it, but here's the story.
around and chase feral cats and rats and such, noticed that there were a lot of bald feral cats and rats on these certain farms who had devoted acreage to growing these designer cucumbers. Oh, excuse me here. I got to take a drink.
Theater of the mind is what we call that.
But anyway, they decided they need to see if these have any effect on the human subjects, which kind of surprises me that genetically engineered food is allowed to be tested on human subjects. But of course, they called them taste tests. They didn't call them human subjects like they were in other chemical or pharmaceutical trials. So they managed to subpoena the medical records of these folks, and I'm pretty impressed. In Canada, everybody seems to have medical records, much different than the United States. You'd think that they had universal health care in Canada or something, but of course...
wow. I was all over the place.
This didn't take off, you say?
There are long lines to see the doctor in Canada, right? Okay, I digress.
It sounds like you're doing a set to an empty room.
It was pretty much a set to an empty room. Yes,
Ladies and gentlemen, huh? Who's here from out of town?
No one. I couldn't do any crowd work. Man, I don't know that I can handle any more of this.
So they subpoenaed the records of these Nova Scotian cucumber munchers, and they found out that 3 out of 4, which for those of you who fell fractions in middle school, that is 75%. That's right, 75%. 3 out of 4 individuals who taste tested these genetically engineered Monsanto cukes had bald jibble nuggets and such. Now, I'm going to ask you, excuse me for the cough. I'm going to ask you, do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing? I think if you know that eating the cucumbers are going to result in a loss of shorties, then what the heck, go for it. If that's your thing, that's your thing. There's nothing wrong with this. You just need to know. It needs to have a label. In fact, you probably sell it next to the razors, shaving cream, Nair, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I think you take them to the San Fernando Valley or the San Joaquin Valley, wherever the heck they shoot all those porns out in California, they're going to be lining up for these cucumbers. I mean, they can serve multiple purposes out there, if you catch my drift. But they're not real big on the pubes in the adult industry, at least not from the outdated videos that I can afford to watch from the 90s. It may be a little bit different in the modern era. But I'm just curious. What do you think?
Oh, man, this is cringe. This is beyond cringe.
Cute pubes, or cute pubitis, cute pube loss.
This is my idea, is the bad thing.
Is that indifferent? They've been banned in Nova Scotia. I don't know what their fate is in the rest of the world. Of course, Monsanto Incorporated was made famous by the
Hey, YouTube, if you want to crash the screen,
whatever the name of the documentary was, but it talked about their proprietary wheat or corn or fertilizer. I don't know. I know that the idea is.
Wow.
And ladies and gentlemen, could you imagine what I would like? He just goes, "What do you think about this?" And I'm just like, Jesus.
There's a reason it didn't take off.
I'm like, I love you, man, but my goodness, this was
very different from the first episode of Heroes and Villains, I would say.
Give me just a second here. I'm still kind of putting the last little bit of this together. I'm going to have to. Maybe I can just do it with the. We'll just do it this way. We'll see if it's loud enough. Because guess what? Where can I buy that for my girlfriend?
The cucumber or the podcast?
I think he's talking about the cucumber.
Oh, I was going to say the podcast. That's a good way to break up with somebody.
All right, let's get to the music moment here. Give me just a second to set it all up.
But the lesson of that is, no matter how bad you are, just keep being bad at it. Eventually, you'll be a little bit better.
Eventually, you never know what might happen. All right, let me see if this will pick up some audio here. But all right, now it's time for us to do some Christmas music for everybody. Hold on, let me make sure I got the right thing. Honky tonk. I don't think that's right.
Is this going to be like Gorillaz style?
Oh, we're wishing people a Merry Christmas, don't you know? That's the wrong one. That's Beyond the Sea. That's no good. Hold on. Give me 1 second. No, I'm not asking you. Hold on. Stop it. God. Let's start over. 2. Take 2. This is what you paid for. Okay, my alarm started going off.
That was your fire alarm.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I promise you, it'll be better next year.
Listen, here's what we could not have foreseen. Could we have foreseen being taken down for watching a public domain film? Not once, not twice, but thrice?
That is odd. That it's almost as if there's a bot at YouTube that doesn't understand things.
And it wasn't like we weren't yapping our traps like maniacs over here, you know?
Oh man, I don't know. Maybe it was something one of the Martians said. All that talk about hiding kids in a box and being alone in the room.
Dora, you're fucking fired.
Oh man, it is a creepy movie. There's some people that want the Martians to win.
I just don't understand how they can all have copyright. Like, it's still got monetization on all of them. How does this even work that we get taken down but have monetization?
I don't understand the art of the live stream. I'll be honest.
What can I say? The night part enjoyed our little performance here.
Yes, it's beautiful, beautiful.
The music proves that we could have hit it off.
That, of course, is a sentiment of ours. I want to talk to you, Adam, about a movie.
If gets a copy struck because of this song, that's true. I would be dead.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Love Actually. Do you like Love Actually?
I remember enjoying it the first time I saw it.
My favorite part is where the kids want Hugh Grant to do some caroling, and he starts singing Good King Wenceslas, and then he has like the driver, the guy that drives his government car with him, and he joins in, and he's like,
I regret my super chats.
But this guy, he just breaks out with a beautiful, when the good King Wenceslas looked at the land of Steve. With that?
Oh, that kind of crap, yeah.
Yeah. But, so yeah, Love Actually is a good movie, but there was a different Christmas movie that has been recommended to us many, many times by a very loyal listener, and I want to talk to you about it a little bit. And it's Japanese animation, so you may be able to figure out a few things about who recommended it, but it's called Tokyo Godfathers.
I am aware of the name. I have heard of this movie before.
It is an adaptation of a John Ford movie, I think. It's a Western called Three Godfathers, where like three cowboys have to raise a baby. It was also remade as something known as Three Men and a Baby. You may have heard of that too.
Yeah, I'm more of a fan of 3 Men and a Baby too, but that's,
Yeah, well, who isn't?
The sequel always better than the original, I think.
And you said I could. That's 3 Men and a Little Lady, not 3 Men and a Baby 2.
Oh shit!
Because I'm a Gutenberger, so I know.
Fired from this job. Well,
ever since he made that Bible, I've been on his side. The Steve Gutenberg Bible.
I go to the Steve Gutenberg Bible. It's in every hotel.
But anyway, back to something I was going to say though. Is it's so imagine kind of like 3 men and a baby, but instead they're homeless people. And they find a baby, and they're on the streets of Tokyo, and there's a whole lot going on around Christmas time, and they're taking care of this baby, and they're proving that just because they're thrown away by society doesn't mean they don't have value. And I think this would be a good movie for us to watch and talk about sometime around the Christmas season. I think you'd like it, Adam. I really do. And if you didn't want to do it on HMP, you can come talk about it on Anime Dad. But I think that MVD would love to hear your take on that movie.
I've heard good things about it. I haven't seen it myself, but am at least aware of its existence.
I own a copy in theory. I don't actually own anything physical, so you know what I mean. But I can watch it as long as they tell me I'm allowed to. What own it means nowadays.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's just, and then when they decide, maybe you don't go, then it's not yours anymore. So sorry, but not sorry. They aren't sorry.
Do you have any favorite foreign Christmas films? Because I was just talking there a little bit about Three Godfathers, but I'm curious, like, I know you told me about You Better Watch Out. So I checked that one out on your recommendation. It's kind of like Home Alone, only a little more aggressive, and it's at Christmas, and it's French.
Oh, yeah.
It have a mullet, like that adds to it, too.
One that I remember, but I don't. I remember because of the screening, and I don't remember because of the movie. It was a really bad situation. So it was the Charlotte Film Society, which you'd think you'd have zero problems at a Charlotte Film Society screening.
Yeah,
you would be wrong.
Ooh.
So we go to see Rare Exports. You may be familiar with that one. I think a lot of people
haven't seen it, know a lot about it.
So I'm like, okay, this is going to be cool. Finally get to see this movie. I've heard some talk about it and everything. And the movie is going on. But as it is going on, somehow, some way, The pre-show advertisement slides are on during the movie.
Oh, so you're getting like a superimposed image.
Yep.
I'm going to guess they did not in
whole thing.
experience.
It was the worst. I could not concentrate. I couldn't do it. And it was just one of those, why hasn't anyone done anything? It's like, especially like, you know, Jay was running it. And I'm just like, how hasn't Jay gotten completely up somebody's ass right now for this? Because of all people, I would figure he would be like really upset about it, but like nothing happened. And I was just like, oh man, what a nightmare.
I can't remember what the movie was, but we went to see like one of those flashback cinema things for the Polar Express or something when my kids were younger. And they're showing these R-rated movie red band trailers before it. And I'm kind of, wow, this is kind of weird. And then it starts playing an R-rated horror movie. And all these parents with their kids are looking puzzled. So I decide I'm going to be the Adam Portress. And I went up and went out to the front desk and said, you're showing the wrong movie. And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll fix it. They flipped a switch. We got to watch Polar Express or whatever it was. But it's killing me now that I can't remember what the horror movie was. But it was something. It was like a bad horror movie, but it was an R-rated horror movie. Huh. So it definitely was not good for the kids there. But I could have just kept my mouth shut and scarred some children. I weighed both options.
I did have we had some people, I forget what the movie was, what the full feature was. But there was a Disney movie that came out that had a Frozen short on the front. Yeah. And the Frozen short was like 15 minutes. It was a big, long short and everything. So people would be coming out going,
you're showing the
playing Frozen.
Yeah. I think that was Moana that had that long short.
That's what I'm thinking. That's my
very different weather conditions. Nobody goes to see a Polynesian princess and expects to see an ice queen.
They were very confused. It was just like, wait, this is supposed to be no. It's right. Just wait it out. You gotta listen. No one wants to have to sit through Josh Gad, but sometimes we got to do what we got to do.
Well, since we're calling an audible, and we're maybe going to put a link out for some patrons to join.
It is out there now. It is out on the Patreon. So if you were a Patreon supporter and you want to jump in and say hi and talk about your favorite movies and Christmas gifts and stuff like that,
we'll have some Christmas conversation to try to wrap up some viewers here while we come up with plans for next year, so we can do a little more interactive stuff. But there's still a whole lot of conversation we can have. We can dinger zone this sucker for 2 hours if you're willing to.
Oh, you bet your sweet baby we could. I mean, there's like, listen, if there's somebody that can yap about zip.
And this is something, Alex, I want you to think about that Patreon link. If you got one, MVD, of course, you got that Patreon link. You can join us via phone. You don't have to have a fancy setup like Adam does.
No.
But I want to talk about some Christmas horror movies. And I'm curious what the last Christmas horror movie you saw in the theater was, and if the thing I have in my mind is the correct one. It might be the same as mine. I'll give you a hint. It's a sequel to a movie that's not a Christmas movie. And it's not part 2, it's part 3.
Oh, the
did you see
Terrifier 3, yeah. Terrifier 3 is probably the last Christmas movie I've seen in the theater. That's probably right, actually.
And that's what I was guessing. So I thought we'd talk a little bit about some Christmas horror. I'm a huge fan of Terrifier.
I finally watch because I bought it forever ago, and just because when the time came out, it's like it's a Christmas movie, and it's like it's one that very much takes place, like I think on Christmas Eve, if not Christmas.
It is. And you get a Christmas version of Art the Clown, right? Doesn't he throw on a Santa hat?
Yeah. But like he kills the kid in like 2 seconds, like right off the bat. It's just like, now it's not on screen or anything, but right off the bat, it's just like, okay, there's a small child. He's going to waste this child right away. And sure as shooting, he does.
If anybody here was a parent in 1984, stick it up your butt for what you said about Silent Night, Deadly Night, because Terrifier 3 is way beyond anything there.
I mean, we get 2 people in a shower that were just taken apart by a chainsaw. It's unbelievable. It's so great. That movie cost $2 million to make, and it made almost $300 million worldwide.
And I don't think there's any bigger compliment I can give a filmmaker than what I'm going to give Damien Leone. He can make a $25,000 movie look like a $250,000 movie. He can make a $250,000 movie look like a $2 million movie, and he can make a $2 million movie look like a $20 million movie.
Yeah.
The guy good at getting a look on screen, getting performances out of actors that you probably don't know. You know what I mean? They're not going to be household names in a Terrifier movie. Damien Leone, you may not be down with his gore and the extreme violence, but the guy can make a good-looking movie for not as much money as you'd think. And he does his own.
That. Yeah, that's a huge thing that sticks out and just goes like, hey, he's doing what the rest of Hollywood should be putting together. It's like we have a high concept thing that we could get people, gets butts and seats, and it doesn't cost anything. And so guess what? Everything you make is gravy. What are you doing to yourselves spending like literally $500 million on a film? You are mad.
I mean, like the Avatar sequels. James Cameron's basically, if I don't make $1 billion, we're screwed. I mean, I don't like the idea. That's how an industry fails, is when there's no margin for error, and that's why all these escalating budgets were killing me. And then they started, it's a shame that I was excited to see something with an only $80 million budget when the first Deadpool came out. But I do think that Hollywood's killing itself by running up these budgets.
No, they don't care. And then like, I think there's enough of some sort of weird kind of, for lack of a better thing, a producer-esque kind of thing going on where, hey, we can just write this off and blah, 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 blah. And they can get out of so much stuff while they're doing it. But like,
Sorry, I'm placing a pizza order because my dinner is pizza. So
you're able to place one? That must be nice, because I tried to place a pizza order earlier today and couldn't freaking do it.
Karen, we're live streaming. It's my wife. Just the mushrooms and banana peppers, please.
I'm probably going to get it from Little Caesars. So
just the veggie thing then. Whatever you get, I'll eat anything.
Okay.
Within reason.
It's Little Caesars, so the options are just, they're there.
Oh, man, I don't even know how to hang up this thing. I'm old as heck, guys.
This technology stuff is really useful to me, I'll tell you that right now.
And fortunately, I use Apple products, so that means every single phone call goes out to the public when I'm recording or streaming. Glad you didn't talk about that rash I've got. Now,
you might want to get it checked on.
Do you remember the year we had dueling Krampus movies?
Yeah. So what a weird time.
I waited a long time for a Krampus movie, and I would have much rather had one good one than two average. Well, one average, one not so good.
All right, we'll put that on hold for half a second here, because give me one more moment. I gotta find this. Here we go. Let's do it right from the top. Damn it! Well, who's that at the door? Let's take a look. Right. It's Alex, everybody.
Alex.
Mute your television caller.
Yeah, we don't want to be perpetual feedback loop. So a little pausation or a little muting.
Can you guys hear me okay?
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Once we're muted,
Alex,
it's fine.
You have a deep well of can-do movies to draw from. What do you think would be the best Christmas, like just strange Christmas movie, Christmas horror? What's some offbeat outside of Christmas you'd recommend? Or did he freeze up on us there, Adam?
He might have froze.
Face that beautiful. I don't care. I'll sit and look at it until he joins us again.
He had a wee bit of a stroke.
I think he's out in the frozen depths of Indiana, so they may not have good cell signal out there.
The old internet in the middle of the country. You never know.
Not all high tech like this West Virginia.
All right, we'll remove him out, and he can come back in, and we'll try again. Maybe it's just...
wanted to hear his movie. I gotta ask him the name of the guy that he turned me on to that I really like. The guy that did Shark Exorcist. I need to look into more of this guy's work, and I've forgotten his name. And Alex always helps me out with that one. Alex, one of my homeboys from Eastern Kentucky. Originally, I mean, he doesn't live here now. Thank goodness, nobody wants to.
Yeah, you got to get the heck out of Dodge when you're working with that room.
It's good to say that when moving to West Virginia feels like 2 steps up, that tells you something about the town where I grew up.
Oof. Let me ask you this. Did you ever? I think everybody's had this. Do you remember a Christmas gift that you've gotten from someone that you had to put on like a really good face when you got it?
Oh,
I
yes.
got a couple of those, but man, there's been some moments throughout my life where it's just been like, and the one my mom said later on, she would tell me, "I was so proud of you boys," because she's like, I knew this was the wrong thing. But I was so proud that you did what you did, which was one year. I want to say I was like maybe 13, 14, something like that. And the grandparents said, what we're going to do for all the boys is get them all gold ID bracelets.
This story, man. This story. Wow.
It's bad. And it was just like, you got your name engraved, and I'm like, I am in like middle school at this point. So I like, my mom was like, you were so good. You feigned excitement with it. You put it on right away. It was just like, she was like, you knew exactly what to do. It was just like, I had to be like, oh, wow, this is great. Thank you so much. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, no.
So my version of that is one year as a child. I'm assuming it was around the time that Empire Strikes Back was popular. I wanted a Hoth play set that they made, where you had your whole Hoth set up. Only I didn't know the word Hoth. I told my people that I wanted Santa to bring me the Ice Planet play set from Star Wars. I got something called the Ice Planet. And it was made out of this blue plastic. It was just like a little flat mountain thing. And it was made out of this blue plastic that was like the same material Dawn Post Halloween masks were made from, like the old, like real flimsy plastic. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. The one with the staples in the sides.
Yes, exactly. So that was my Ice Planet. And it came with little blue, like army men that you play with it. And I had to pretend like that was as good as anything can.
This is Hoth. This is Hoth. This is Hoth. This is Hoth.
And I promise you, I played with it for exactly as long as people were watching, and never again for the rest of my life.
Well, I didn't want this. This is dumb. There's no Star Wars involved in this. Oh, yeah, Han Solo, sure.
That was my big gift. That was my big gift. All I wanted was the Hoth playset, and I called it the Ice Planet. And,
now,
and unfortunately, they actually made something called the Ice Planet and sold it at Dollar General.
Oof. Swinging a miss on that one.
Yeah,
I'll say this one as a fellow who's grew up in a family where you didn't have a whole lot of money most of the time. One of the things that I remember as a kid, and you didn't look back on it and knowing any of it at the time, and then parents would end up telling you later and everything. But when I was a kid, one Christmas we got what was the, oh God, my brain is just taking a nap right now. What is the castle? Is it Grayskull and He-Man?
Yeah, Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain.
We got a Castle Grayskull playset. And let me tell you something, you've never seen kids more excited in your entire life. And here's the thing, my parents couldn't afford that playset. They got it at a garage sale. And then they wrapped it up and everything. And you know who didn't know the difference? Us. We didn't know a damn thing.
A Hoth from a yard sale over that Ice Planet any day.
We were ecstatic beyond that. She was just like, that was the best little, nothing money I ever spent with that. And I was just like, but because we couldn't afford that thing. That was like $60-$70 or something back then.
Did you ever want something as a kid and you told so many people that you got like 3 of it?
No. I have a hard time asking for things.
When Superpowers action figures came out, they had a second line that they released that had Martian Manhunter, Dr. Fate, a couple other people. But I wanted Dr. Fate so bad that I told everybody who would listen, and I got like 3 Dr. Fates that Christmas. And I considered that like good. Some people may have rather not get duplicate gifts, but if 3 Dr. Fates is always better than 2.
I can keep one in the package. I can open one up to play, and then one for speculation to possibly sell at a later date.
Oh,
I know
no.
think.
My Dr. Fate just had a magic power where he could turn into 3 people and attack the bad guy.
Isn't that half of his powers anyhow? Is being
pretty much.
Can't he kind of do that already? So it's like it kind of makes nothing but sense, really.
Just imagine
a Superman. Why didn't they sell a multiple man that had like 5 guys in one package for like $20-$30?
I mean, wasn't that the concept with stormtroopers? Almost every kid only had one stormtrooper. And what do you do with one stormtrooper? You needed like 50 of those suckers.
Well, he's dead. Recycle him. It's fine.
And I think that the G1 G.I. Joe had just like Cobra Soldier. So you could have as many of those as you wanted.
Just terrible. I remember when people used to get like a little Phillips screwdriver there and undo the little screw in the back of the G.I. Joes and then start doing amalgamation and stuff like that. It'd be like, all right, you get this guy's legs, you get this guy's arms, here's your head.
They had these little like rubber bands that provided a lot of their articulation, and those things would snap pretty easy. So the G1 G.I. Joes had a lot of figures that were broken in half and had to be repaired.
Did you ever get a Christmas present out of order?
Yes. And also, when people say you have to open this one first, you kind of know what's coming after too, even if you don't open it out of order. Mm-hmm. So my philosophy is go for the big one first, and then you get all the accoutrement as like, just keeps adding.
Well, that's usually the goal. But if it goes backwards and stuff, like, for example, one year we were opening up a present and it was just like, oh, the strategy guide for Donkey Kong Country. Well, isn't that interesting? That is not a game we have.
No, that is definitely out of order when you open the strategy guide first.
It's like, whoops.
I'll tell you a weird out of order thing is there was a grandma who got all the boys in the family, like all the grandsons, nephews, all the under 18 boys would always get like the same gift. So whoever opened theirs first spoiled it for everybody else. So it was always a race to be the first one to open the present from grandma.
Ooh, speaking of everybody getting the same gift from grandma, to jump on again to the soap to the what would you call it, the other thing that I just talked about. This one, the wrist, the jewelry,
the golden bracelet.
That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm like, I can't think of the word. Another one was 1 year. Now this is part of you had several smaller gifts in one thing. So this wasn't the one thing that they were giving you here, but we all got soap on a rope.
Oh,
soap on a rope. And it's just kind of like, are we all going to prison? And like my brother and I and my cousin Scott and Brian, they both live together. We both live together. And now these aren't separate and different kinds of soap. They're the same soap on the identical rope here and everything. Are we to place these in what are we doing here?
I don't know what your relationship with Mark was like growing up. But at my house, if me and my brother had gotten soap on a rope, it would have immediately been weaponized.
Oh, yeah.
And it's bap upside the head. That would have been the sort of thing that led to a lot of screaming. And we would have gone too far with it. So I admire your maturity by not whacking each other in the head with your soap on a rope. And you get 4 kids with soap on a rope, it's battle royal.
Yeah, and I think part of the problem too was that was also like the same. I'm fairly certain that was the same year that they gave us all like different, like little, like treat things as well, right? Like I said, it's about 4 or 5 little small gifts as opposed to like a biggest gift. So let's see. My brother got Slim Jims. He got a whole big kind of like a big old case of Slim Jims and everything. So he was stoked with that. My cousin Brian got a thing of cashews, and I don't know what Scott got. I couldn't remember, but I got a box of Sixlets.
I like Sixlets, but not as much as I like those other things.
It's a gross of Sixlets.
144 Sixlets?
It might have been more. It was the size of a box that you would get in a gas station. And they all come in like, which oddly enough for being called Sixlets, there's more than 6 to a package. So it's like, what the fuck are we even talking about here? Doesn't make any sense. We're called Sixlets. There's like 8 in a package. Huh?
Aren't Sixlets called Smarties in Canada?
No. These are kind of like, think of these like crispy M&Ms.
Okay.
I
thought it was
M&Ms,
very tiny M&Ms.
Yeah, it's a tiny little ball, but it tastes kind of like a crispy M&M.
I've had many Sixlets. Sixlets, you put lit at the end of anything. I'm a big fan.
But it tastes like it's got that kind of like the Nestle's Crunch chocolate smell where it's just like complete ass and it's absolutely terrible. And it's just like you smell and like you eat more than 2 little bits that and you're just like, I'm done with this. And I'm like, you gave these people cashews and Slim Jims and I got shitty, and I'm already a fat enough kid as it is. I don't want to be a fatter kid, and you hand me a whole fucking box of candy. What are you doing to me?
Now, back in 2004, Nestle owned a company that makes equipment for eye surgery. God's honest truth. They were located in Texas, but owned by Nestle over in Scandinavia. And I got to go visit and tour the factory, and their gift shop was just full of like Nestle Crunch and stuff. And you're walking around this factory that makes like intraocular lens implants and surgical machinery and stuff. And then all of a sudden there's like Nestea, which I didn't realize was made by Nestle, but it makes sense when you think of the name. And then Nestle Quick, Nestle Crunch. It was a very surreal thing to know that a candy bar company was responsible for whether or not Nana could see in the morning.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird things where all these companies own 8 gajillion things and everything, and there's rarely any non-giant corporation owned companies and stuff anymore. And if they are, they'll get bought out soon enough.
Did you ever get those things that open up like a storybook and have lifesavers in them?
Yeah.
My great aunt, it was my great grandmother's sister, and she would get me those every year, man, and I loved those. Because it wouldn't be variety packs. You get a whole roll of each flavor, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was right.
And then I would also get something similar with like candy bars or something. But they made sure that up until I went to college, I had bad teeth and high blood sugar.
Pump them full of candy. You'll be fine.
So
I got a Jenga game 2 Christmases in a row from the same relative, having never asked for nor mentioned it.
I like the idea of 2 years in a row. Like we know you play a lot of Jenga, so you've worn out last year's Jenga set. We're going to get you a fresh one, so you're back on the market. Did you ever get a gift, and after you opened it, they said, "Oh no, that was supposed to be for Mark," and it was really good?
For sure. Yeah, there's
now,
been
if it's something that's crummy, you don't care. But when you open it up and it's something really nice and you got to turn it over and then you open up your Jenga, that really breaks your heart, because that happened to me.
There's usually enough where it would be like, this wouldn't be something that I would get. Thankfully, it's mostly along those lines. So that would, I think we avoid most of that situation, I think.
Yeah. I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I got a Game Boy." And they're like, "Oh no, we got you clothes for college. You got like neckties and stuff."
Yeah, that's what they're really
way more than the Game Boy. And I'm like, I don't care. I want the Game Boy.
So 2 Christmases ago, I decided to play a little gag, a little jokey poo, if you will.
Yeah.
And we went through all the presents and everything, and like I left one more present at the end, and I opened it up, and I was like, a PlayStation 5 that I bought myself. And I looked at everybody else like, who got me this? And like, there was a little bit of befuddlement for a little bit. It didn't last nearly as long as I kind of wanted it to, but there was enough like just real genuine confusion. Like, just,
when we gave
that, who came? What happened to me a PlayStation 5? Who bought this?
When we gave our kids a PlayStation 5, we put it in like just a big box that anything could go in, and then we wrapped a PlayStation 5 box that was stuffed with socks. So they open it and think they got a PlayStation 5, and then they open it, it's got books and socks to make it heavy, the same weight as a PlayStation. Oh, yeah. And then we say, "Oh, we just bought an empty box as a gag. We're sorry." Then they open up the big box and it's got the PlayStation in it. And I'm like, I don't know where that came from.
What's the Simpsons episode where they're just like, who knows what's in this? And it's like just the absolute shape of a bike.
Yes. I feel like I've seen something though where like it's wrapped where it looks like it's obvious that it's something like a guitar, and then you open it up and it's actually like,
oh yeah, those are always good. The old switcheroo.
Yeah, so it looked like a guitar.
Favorite Christmas movie now is Klaus.
Have you seen this movie? I don't know if I know what this movie is. This isn't the thing they put on Netflix with Kurt Russell that has like 3 sequels and he falls in love with someone.
No, that I didn't see. That's good. I mean, part of me just kind of like, there's certain things, especially when they come on Netflix, it's just kind of like, how much of my life do I really want to waste on this?
I mean, Netflix is the new Warner Brothers.
Best candy on Christmas Day.
Now, this is one where my answer might be non-traditional, but for some reason, I always got some peanut M&Ms on Christmas Day, like one of the big bags, not like the little, but like the supposed to be family size that I could put away in 45 minutes or less. And I've just always had that relationship with peanut M&Ms in the big yellow bag that make me think of Christmas.
We almost always, it's been kind of a little tradition to get those like the chocolate coins. You know what I'm talking about?
I love those. I got those a lot as a kid. Not much
always kind of fun. That's always been like ever since we were kids, and still to the adults days. They'll be like, "Oh, there you go," and you got a little of those. I don't know, something fun about it.
Did you have a
chocolate?
Did you have the family that would put out like the nuts and the nutcracker, and you'd sit there and at Christmas time you crack the
there's
or whatever and dig them out with a little pick and everything?
We did that more in kind of, I would definitely say that was definitely a more late 80s, early 90s thing for sure, because you would have the nuts like a little wooden bowl, that kind of thing, and everything in the
same dang bowl metal. In every family. It was like a big ashtray because it had the thing you could hang the tools in.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about a little Christmas stuff right now. I feel like now must be the best time to do this. So we got a little drinks that I got from my parents' house here and everything when I was picking up the turkey that I need to go check on in just a moment, and we'll go do that as a group. Let me get this off the screen here. We can kind of see a little bit better. All right. So first up, we got these little guys. I know the David Company makes some of these little fellows right here. I don't know what the hell these are called. They're little cookies of some sort.
Those have like the powder on them, right?
Yeah, exactly. They're like little powdered sugar, and they got like some sort of nut in there. A walnut, maybe?
Sure.
Walnut, why not?
I can't tell the difference in a walnut and a chestnut to this day.
Walnuts roasting on an open fire. That's no good. Can't do that.
We always had either walnuts or English walnuts, or I don't know what they were. They came in a big bag like oranges, only they were shelled nuts. I mean, they were nuts in the shell.
So much work. Then you got all that debris.
And, I wasn't comfortable with how similar the texture of the outside of those nuts was to like elbow skin. It just was weird texture to them.
I agree. Brian wants a treat. You ain't getting none of this, man. All right, next up, we got Dad's favorite here, Special K-Bars.
Ooh, for Christmas?
He doesn't literally listen to any excuse the man can get.
Now,
we got chocolate and cereal and kind of a peanut butter sort of thing. So, there you go.
By all accounts, your dad is wonderful, but I'm questioning the Special K-Bars.
It's chocolate and peanut butter. What are you crying about?
It's not Christmassy. It makes me feel like it's like you want to eat candy, but feel like you're eating not candy.
All right. Then let's get to the real ones then. Now, these are decorated by my niece. I think she probably made them too. So we're going to judge them harshly. So Sydney Claire, this one's for you. We're going to rip you up on this one, sweetheart. I'm sorry, but it is true. This is a gingerbread man cookie. Now these are all sugar cookies that are decorated. But this is what she. How do you do a gingerbread man in a sugar cookie? You ask. Well, I guess like this. What's happening here?
Some choices were made, and I don't agree with them.
They're a little bit. Why we got one cyclops eye in the middle, and are those nipples? What are we working with here? What's happening?
Man, I'm sorry, but I think what I'm looking at is the world's first cookie in blackface.
It's a little incorrect.
I'm sorry, I just have to say what it looks like.
Well, we're going to move on to the other side of the spectrum then, and go. We got Frosty here doing God knows what.
Cookie. That's a sugar cookie right there, and that frosting, is that like almost the texture and flavor of like the Pop-Tart frosting? Because that's best on a sugar cookie. Just a little crispiness to the frosting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good.
This leaves a little to be desired, I think, but maybe just for somebody.
Ooh, I like that.
A little stocking here with some wild ass colors. That's
that
something.
Kind of looks like your little nephew. Like your little nephew decorated that one. Do you
She's
have a little
12.
nephew?
I do, but he's only like 11. She's like 13, 14 at this point, so she should know better. And then lastly,
Classic. Now, you know what that one needs though? Anytime you see the Christmas tree sugar cookie with the green icing, you got to have those little sugar beads that you put all along the edges.
a little silver balls to put right on top of it. Yes,
that is the pièce de résistance, as they say.
This sweater is hot as hell. I'm telling you.
That's why I went with the long sleeve tee, because I was ready to work. I was ready to get my temperature rise into a little Santa Claus meets the devil, but I know if we do that,
the air. Yeah, by this point, we're all going to be kicked off of the planet and not be able to do a show ever again. Over here.
We will come up with ideas. I also can do a little, some crossbars, some reversing, some stuff like that, so that we can have something that's on a hard drive that we can watch next year.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I can do a little Charleston or something, whatever might entertain the people.
See, but I get a lot of fabric rub because I got my stupid lab on my shirt. So if I was using an external mic, I could really get jiggy with it.
Let's see. We got some more chats here.
Was it the Christmas party when Jerry couldn't man the radio because he kept playing Getting Jiggy with It?
No, not Christmas.
Okay. He said he was going to turn this mother out, and I really like that song better than Get Jiggy with It.
No, well, first of all, those songs didn't exist at that time. Come on now. What are you talking about? Those songs wouldn't exist for another 5 years.
Well, what were the songs?
They didn't have any songs. They were just generic kind of like, sitcom We Can't Clear Nothing stuff.
Oh, man, I swear I thought he was getting jiggy with it and turn this mother out.
I think he did say jiggy. I think you are correct. I think he does say that. I was going to get jiggy with it, but like we never really, it was never, I don't think
he never actually said that it was that song.
Yeah, exactly. We're not referencing that specific song. He wasn't just like, I'm the Will Smith fan. And, nothing like that.
Also, like, turn this mother out. Wasn't that Cool Mo D from like 86? That's way
you could say that on NBC. I don't think those are the words.
I was going to turn this mother out this year. Maybe I just added it to
this mother out.
Was that Cool Mo D? Look at us, the two hip-hop aficionados.
We're going to turn this
mother
out. According to this, it's by MC Hammer.
Oh, okay. That's the Cool Mo D for the cool kids. But that makes sense. MC Hammer you can't touch this. This is when he was still cool.
All right, hold on. We're going to play half a second of it. Try not to get copyright.
Oh, gosh, man. Come on. Do we need to part 7? All you're sending out is static.
All right, that's good enough then. We're going to turn this mother out. That's what he said. So
we're going to turn this mother out. Did I have the dance move there?
Clip that.
It's going to...
Here's what you don't know right now. StreamYard just put out a feature to where what I just did will put that into a separate clip bin for me to choose from.
That is great.
Clip that, and they go back 30 seconds and clip it out for you.
Man, how much does this StreamYard cost? I might have to get it just for fun.
Like $20.
Yeah, that's not bad.
For everything that it does, and it's almost streams and all that kind of jazz and everything, it sort of works. What you doing there, big man? Walking around being a weirdo. If you're from out west, see candies assorted chocolate boxes must have been during are a must during the holidays. Right? I can't talk.
I've heard of the C's candies from some of my West Coast peeps. I had a lot of friends in the Bay Area at a time. Some folks that live above and below that too. But I've heard of the C's candies, never had any, but they come with the highest recommendation.
Yeah, I've heard Adam Carolla joke about him specifically. I don't know why he's the touchstone that I have with C's candy, but like I remember
Southern California born and raised,
So yeah, he's definitely been on that, but he'll drop a C's candy in there. And
I'm going to do a Christmas candy tradition in my house growing up that I hated, and I won't let them get anywhere near me if I have any choice at this point in life. But those chocolate covered cherry cordials.
Oh yeah.
My mom loved those, and she like had some kind of association with those in Christmas. Is that normal? Like, is that a Christmas candy, or is that just like my family?
I could see that, especially with like your red color there and everything. Kind of, it's sort of. I think it's one that you could eat at any time, but could also be very specifically for Christmas and stuff as well. I could see it.
I grew up as a candy addict, and I would say eating the cherry cordials was like when you've hit rock bottom, like an alcoholic drinking the rubbing alcohol out of the bathroom.
Oh yeah, you've gotten to the end of the box, and there's the cherry cordial and the one that tastes like toothpaste.
And I'm going with the toothpaste one first, probably. I don't know why I did not like the cherry cordials. I didn't like the mess. Candy doesn't need to be that messy unless it's tasty.
No, I don't need a gusher in my mouth, if you know what I'm saying. There's none of that going on. It's too much stuff going on.
I've never trusted. What is that white cream? It's just like sugar, right? I mean, it doesn't really have a flavor, does it?
Yeah, no, it's not appropriate. It's what it's not.
It wouldn't hurt to put a little like fudge in there instead of that white stuff.
There are so many options for things that you could put inside of candy. You even could just leave it just chocolate, and it might be just fine. You know what I'm saying? But they're just like, hey, put something in there nobody wants.
Did your family ever do the Christmas beverage thing, like the hot cider with the cinnamon stick or hot cocoa or anything like that?
I think like we'll still do some hot cocoa every now and then. I think we did the other one maybe once 1 year or something like that, but nothing, not an overly tradition with that one. There'll be some maybe a hot chocolate thing if it comes up. Like it's definitely a doable thing that like they would definitely have available, like some Swiss Miss shit at their house, just something that's the same old garbage there and whatnot. But it's available there. But it wouldn't necessarily be a staple per se. I don't think.
We just had whatever the off-brand equivalent of Mountain Dew that at the time was, whether it was Sun Drop or Squirt, or we had Moonshine. It was called Moonshine, but it was like off-brand Mountain Dew.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was our Christmas beverage.
So
we did warm it up, though. I want to introduce my kids to, like, instead of warm apple cider with the cinnamon stick, I want to give them like warm Mountain Dew with the Twizzler.
Ooh, warm Mountain Dew with a cinnamon stick in it. As an adult, soak them in good bourbon and eat. What are we talking about here? Maybe I missed a message.
Talk about the cherry cordials, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
So Alex does have family from like the same general region, like the county where my mother's family is from is called Breathitt County, and then it borders Owsley County. A lot of coddles come from Owsley County, so maybe there is a regional thing about those cherry cordials.
I'm going to check on the turkey here real fast. Let's see the progress, everybody. Here's what I'm going to try. Hold on. Let me see if I can get my headset and we can do a thing. Hold on.
All right.
Entertain the people.
So also with the beverages, with the food, we never had like traditional Christmas food. It was always like, I don't know, Thanksgiving, we would kind of blow our eating wad, as it were, on the turkey. And then at Christmas, it's like, what, do you do more turkey? Do you do ham? Ham's good. I like ham, but it doesn't feel festive. But we would do at my great aunt's house Italian food on Christmas Eve. And that stuck with my family for a long, long time. Italian food on Christmas Eve. Now this year, everybody's worn out, busy, so we're getting pizza, as you heard earlier. But I don't know, is that a common thing? Do other people do like the Italian food on Christmas Eve? Or was that just a thing that my aunt created that we all kind of took in? And I don't know, is Christmas Eve like a traditional time to eat stuff? We made a bigger deal out of Christmas Eve when I was growing up than I think people do now, because Christmas Eve was kind of when we did Christmas, and Christmas Day we didn't do much. And I don't know if that's a standard kind of format that folks are doing, or if that was just our kind of thing. But now, with me and my kids, we make Christmas Day the big thing. Christmas Eve, we're chill, watch TV, try not to think about stuff, try to get everybody to go to sleep. All right there. I see you got your earbuds on there, Adam, but I don't know if you're hearing anything. But I was just sitting here telling folks that. You got it? You got it?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Let's rock and roll, everybody. Now we are gonna you talk for a second. We're gonna go back into the kitchen. We're gonna start with the turkey. So
So I found out at an early age that the key to a really good turkey is to take that bag of giblets out before you cook it. I didn't know that the first time I ever tried to make giblets.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
The last one that I made, that was like the secondary one. I accidentally did that. That was a mess. That was not good.
Do you ever make giblet gravy? Because that's something I love to do. There's really no wrong way to do that.
Oh, I'm all about. Listen, the gravy gonna get made. That's for sure.
I love the giblets in a pan with some water and some flour, and you just cook the heck out of it till whatever slush is in there looks adequately brown, and it tastes great on nearly everything. Put it on ice cream, hot dogs, pizza. It goes great. It's like the ranch dressing of the rest of the giblet gravy.
All right, so we're working. I don't know how well you can see things. You let me know if things.
We don't see well enough. We see no turkey, and I want to see that beauty.
Okay, let me try to.
The, thing that blows the smoke out. Oh, it's real good and brown on top. I'm a little worried about on the legs.
This is still. We haven't been doing it that long. Just give it a. Come on. This is just. We're at the beginning. Now I got this bad boy right here. See.
Oh, an injector.
Oh, yeah. My other piece in here.
That is usually what turkey looks like when I eat it and I get sick. So I must be
thing. You don't want to do that. That's the opposite of that, I would say.
You have a beautiful oven too, man.
It's brand
Oh, you're roboting out, man. Those mics on your earbuds are letting you down. You might be too far from your.
Okay, so we'll,
But I want to see you inject this thing like it's on Skid Row in 1986 next to Axl Rose.
I need to find the other one because this one doesn't have the holes are here at the bottom and not at the top. The other one has just a hole at the top, but not here at the bottom. So I'm kind of in a rough spot.
Well, that one's an infuser, so it's going to spread it out laterally. The one on the tip's just going to raise a wheel in one area.
Yeah, but at the same time, too, you got to have enough liquid because there's no hole in the top. You got to have enough liquid to be able to merge all through here, and I don't really have that.
That looks like something you would use to inseminate a racehorse or something. Like it looks very good for cooking.
A good racehorse, maybe. See if I can pull anything here.
Yeah.
I need the other one. I need the other guy. He's way better than this one. Here he is.
Vaccinate your turkey.
See, this one's got like just a regular kind of. I don't know how well you can see that.
Oh yeah, that is like the kind of thing that you'd use on a cadaver, like a trocar, to get all the innards out and stuff.
So we just attach this. Bought this for Thanksgiving, so we'll just tip this bad boy over.
Oh man, you're one step away from being a dentist with that thing.
Sunday a dentist. Here we go.
Stage production at Little Shop not too long ago. My boy was on Skid Row in that.
On Skid Row. I'm gonna get copy struck for singing that song. I tell you what. All right, here we go.
Got a call back for Seymour and wound up on Skid Row. Oh man, those are some good juices there. Are you going to fax me a turkey leg or something?
Ooh, look at that! Just gets in there and goes everywhere. The amount of butter that is in this bad boy, crazy.
Are you taking this turkey to some sort of gathering, or are you just going to put a napkin around your neck and go to town?
No, I'm hungry.
I like the idea you eat a 12-pound bird because you're working on getting your protein up and you're trying to get gains at the gym.
I got to be honest with you. The last turkey I made, I did have that, and I didn't eat all of it because I didn't do a great job on it. This one I think is going to be okay at this point. I can't.
Good.
We okay so far, but
remind me again what was in the rub that you used ahead of time.
So with this, we had it was this compound butter here. So just like softened room temperature butter. and then just like some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper. That's about it.
You ever
Not
want
too
to
much more.
put a little cumin, a little curry, do something like that? That's not a bad
I
rub.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some ideas and thought about some stuff, and I did a couple of things, but it's almost one of those. I may just sometimes the tradition is just kind of where it's at. And you definitely got to
Now,
face
Christmas,
that top.
people can do whatever they want to with food on Christmas. It doesn't bother
Yeah.
me. On Thanksgiving, I don't like it when there's not a normal version of something. Like, it's okay if you want to make the fancy green bean casserole, but I
Yeah.
have green beans. Like, what if I just want green beans? And then I love pumpkin pie. So when people start getting fancy with their pumpkin pie recipes, I need like that pet brand pumpkin pie from the grocery store that you eat straight out of the box and don't have to heat up.
I am that way with stuffing. Give me the shitty stuffing. I don't need your like fancy thing. I want something that's from a bag or a box.
Stovetop, man. I was raised on stovetop.
You just put the ingredients in there and you're good to go. You don't need all of that junk. What are you doing?
But I do like it when people take the trouble of actually putting the stuffing in the bird. You don't get that as much. I guess that makes it dry. Well, that's what makes it stuffing. But when people,
but the thing is that makes it dry and makes your bird take so much longer to cook.
well, I like when other people do it because then those things don't apply to me.
Yeah, because then you didn't make the shitty thing. You're right.
Then I get to have the fun of digging some dressing out of its butthole, which is what I always thought as a kid.
So now we turn it around and plop it back in the 325 oven, and we'll come back whenever the heck we feel like it. You know what's kind of funny is the way that these things cook. What I've kind of found is I don't even barely look at the actual like temperature reading. I've got a thermometer here, and it's probe for thermometer and everything. But you honestly look at the skin and how things work and everything. For me, it always just kind of turns out right. It's like I always probe it when the skin looks good. It's like, oh, what do you know? The right temperature.
Yeah, I tend to undercook my poultry, so I leave it in there a little too long sometimes because I'm afraid of undercooking it. Then it gets a little dry. But you seem like you're much better like at the culinary arts than I am, Adam. You really seem to take pride.
I've had a couple of rounds.
Like I'm good on the grill. Love to make my pancakes, stuff like that. But I don't really think I would be able to make a bird as good as yours without a little help. So Larry Llama Red Pajama there. That might be
Which is my dad's name, by the way, and was almost my name.
Oh, I think you'd make.
I was 2 seconds away from being a Larry.
I tell everybody cousin because I think you and I would be a good cousin Larry and Balky.
Cousin Larry.
Do you have your cans working? Because your mic's dead as heck.
I test 1 2 1 2.
Okay, good.
Wait,
good to go.
On, I can't hear you.
Oh no, your cans are dead, my man. Your cans are dead. Got to switch that feed from those earbuds. Make sure your earbuds aren't still in your feed.
Did I ruin it?
You didn't ruin anything.
I think I ruined it. I can't hear you.
How in the world would you ruin it, man?
Everything's going well.
Well, I don't really know any sign language, but I can write things down on paper for you, Adam. And I can like hold it up, kind of like, wasn't there a Bob Dylan video where he did something like that? And it goes inches away. I don't even know where my marker is, so I can write "Hi, Adam." Stockings, man. Anybody ever get?
Can you guys hear Bruce at all?
Oh,
can you hear me at all? I don't know what's happening.
I hear you, and they hear me, but you don't hear me. Hi, Adam. Haha, I will tell Adam. Oh, come on, light.
Not like we don't have a chat within the system itself. Come on.
This is more fun, but I'm failing miserably because of my lighting.
I hear you. Okay, that's good because I can't hear you. So we're halfway there.
Oh my goodness, I love to make things old school and analog. I used to get actual like those walnuts that you would crack.
And you hear Bruce. What the fuck is going
And
on?
I would
This is
get
bizarre.
tangerines
Okay,
in my
what a
stocking.
perfect show to have, where you guys can hear, he can hear, but I can't hear anything. What a
The only person who
grand
can
world
hear
we
is the
live
guy
in
hosting.
right now. I'm telling
And I
you.
have questions
And
about
I'm
you.
sweating my ass off in this sweater and everything. This is a nightmare.
Maybe you go back to the earbuds.
Got me if they wouldn't have got me on that on the take the headphones off, the earbuds in. That was what you're suggesting. Okay, we'll see what happens.
Charades for
Sound
the
like
win.
ass.
Charades for the
Raise
win.
the roof.
Charades for the win.
The roof is on fire. All right, let's see.
Instead, I look at how is that for traditional communication on you, Adam?
Test.
You sound okay.
And now I can hear it. So, all right. Well, I'm sure the quality is just as good. Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, but I think that your phone just locked in on those earbuds, man, and you just could not get back to your wired headphones.
Put it in the set and it just goes, that's not what I'm talking about. What do you know?
I'm pretty impressed how well I pantomime that.
He's not going to lose at the charades anytime soon.
Oh, man.
Good things.
Did you ever get fruit? Did you ever get pieces of fruit in your stocking?
No, heavens no. My parents know better than that.
I would get tangerines and those same hard nuts that had the elbow skin.
See how bad it is? That's an idea I'm so allergic to. I can't even hear it. I can't, like, just the idea of getting fruit inside of a stocking just makes me want to just, hey.
Well, growing up, my grandpa, my Papa Silas, he told me that the reason that people would get tangerines in their stocking was because way back when St. Nicholas was still living among people and hadn't gone up to the North Pole, that there were these girls that couldn't get married because they didn't have any money to pay for their wedding. So he put these round golden spheres into their stockings, and that the tangerines represent that. I don't know if that's like something that he heard from somewhere or if he just made it up. But when I did my Heroes and Villains True Story of Santa Claus, I worked that into the story about that's why tangerines go into the stockings.
I thought you were going to say they can't get any husbands or anything, so they put in these tangerines to like put in his boobs to like get dudes. I thought like that's the problem. It's like they're just not shapely enough, so they give them tangerines to plop in the old bra to get some dudes.
You're going to go at least grapefruit if that's your strategy.
Hey, listen, you don't want to be one of those people that gets those, triple Fs when you don't need that. That's just too much. You're gilding the lily at this point, man.
What's the only fruit you have access to are a couple of pineapples? You're going to have some explaining to do.
Pineapple, and these are prickly. Hi, dog. What are we doing?
Now, how much of Silent Night, Deadly Night have you seen?
I saw the first and second movie.
So I think you've seen enough to agree with me that if somebody wants to dive into the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise, you probably ought to just go straight to 2 because it recaps so much of 1 that if you watch 1, it makes 2 almost unwatchable, but 2 has the most famous scene of the whole franchise, so you have to watch 2. So I say 2 because 2 is the one that has the garbage day scene, and most people think it's 1, but it's actually in 2.
Right.
You don't want to miss the garbage day scene, but after you've seen 1, it is very hard to make it through 2 because so much of it is flashback and recap.
Garbage day.
Anybody out there is deciding to finally take the plunge into Silent Night, Deadly Night this year, I say you go ahead and get started with 2. Skip 1, go all the way to the 2025 release that we had last week, 2 weeks ago, the 13th, December 13th.
Yeah, how was that?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't see it? I don't know.
No,
I thought about it.
Busy to make it out to the theater, and it was one of those not rated things like Toxic Avenger. So I figure it'll be on at home soon, if not already.
Yeah, it's like I did like Kill Bill and Avatar. So I was just like, listen, I've had enough of long movies.
7.5 hours between those two.
Yeah, it's a minute. You'll be there. I'm gonna go turn the air down. It's hot now. Luckily, I can walk away and still be part of the show at the same time now because of the technology of the air.
Have you seen what the box office is doing on this new Avatar? Like, is James Cameron finally getting humbled?
I mean, if we're talking about like half of like over $250 million in a weekend as humbling, then sure.
Well, I had no idea what it made, but I was just curious if it was going strong because I feel like nobody I know has seen it other than you, and I feel like a lot of folks saw the other ones.
86 here in America, like right off the bat.
That's more than I made last weekend. So I guess the answer to my question is no, we're going to continue with the next two avatars. I was hoping that they would maybe abridge this whole thing. A lot of watch time. Have you heard about, well, you've seen the movie, and I'm surprised at how much press a CGI kiss has gotten, because apparently there was some mocap of Sigourney Weaver and some mocap of Spider, and the people they mocap kiss each other. Have you heard the debate going on around that there, Adam? Oh, you have. Very good. Well, I'm glad to know that your earbuds have an extended range, and I'm not talking to an empty chair. But I was reading about that on Yahoo, and they talked about how she mocapped and kissed an age-appropriate actor, Spider kissed an age-appropriate actor, and then they kind of weave that together. But what's up?
Guess what?
What? Not hearing?
Test?
I hear you.
No.
I hear you. I hear you, but you don't hear me. Oh, how many listening receptacles before we realize that we're struggling to get Adam. And about this time is probably when my battery gets low.
All right.
My lav was about to die too, so that would have added unnecessary trouble. Do you hear me now, man?
Yes. I'm leaning over here to the microphone like that's what I'm talking into. What's going on?
It is a very Merry Christmas, man.
It is indeed. Again, I'm so conditioned to be right here that it's just like, oh no, we're going right in. I don't care. That's bizarre. That's a weird feeling to just be like, I'm just talking. Sure, everyone can hear me.
All the time you were working on your headphone, the lav mic power supply started blinking. So I thought that with my luck, as soon as you got the headphones up, my mic would go out. So you'd think the headphones still weren't up.
Well, I think it's time for another Christmas song. Let's see if we get copy struck for this.
Oh boy, I can try to sing along.
Let's see. All right, I'm gonna take this off. We're gonna go. Oh, there we go. This will work. Hopefully, you can hear this. No! Wrong again, you son of a bitch. What's happening? You're welcome, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Man, we were struggling and you saved the show. You elevated it.
Whew. We had to bring him back in for a hot second. I noticed that we're down to 3 viewers now, which makes a lot more sense than I would, suspect. I'm fairly certain we're 2 of those. So,
man.
But however you can do it, everybody.
Well, do we wish people a Merry Christmas and a?
I think we have to. We've been kind of. It's been nice. Let's look at the difference. Let me give me 1 second here. We're gonna view the channel. Give me 1 second because we're gonna look at some statistics here real fast. I'm gonna say we've gone up 5 subscribers. I'm gonna count this as a Sub-a-Thon success.
Whoop, whoop. And we learned some lessons for when we do our next live stream celebration.
Yeah, you get maybe public domain isn't as public in domain as one might suspect it is. Maybe that's a lying load of absolute bullcrap. Whatever. Let me show you the other little bits of art that I had that we didn't get to put into the show here because at least they've been done. So here's more AI slop for your eyeballs. Here, so we got the same Christmas Eve Sub-a-Thon here with me drinking with the elves. That's fun. But then we've got me and Mrs. Claus. We're having a good time. See, Bruce is enjoying us. See, as you can see, Santa is admonishing a reindeer here for doing a little poop and whatnot, and I'm over here, kind of making time with Mrs. Claus and whatnot.
Mrs. Claus, she don't look like it's his first wife.
I specifically put in a hot Mrs. Claus when I said, listen, I'm going after a hot Mrs. Claus, okay? And then, of course, we've been seeing this all night is in making some turkeys here. While Santa is admonishing an elf for being drunk.
It's the background detail that really sells it, man. It really sells.
See, that's again. I told the AI specifically to do this. So, and the first time, she was actually over and covering up the elf and everything. So I told AI, I'm like, hey, step her back a little bit so she's but still in frame so we can see the drunk elf. And then they spit this picture out to me. So I'm telling it what to do. I am directing it in a way. So I'm counting it.
I'm all for it, man.
So we're gonna make all this good stuff and all that kind of jazz. So I think. What I'm going to do, again, I keep wanting to throw this, but there's no reason. Tomorrow I'm going to go. I'm going to try to see one, if not 2 movies tomorrow. If nothing, we'll try to get one by the weekend there. But I definitely want to see Marty Supreme on account of just the marketing itself. I don't even think I've seen a proper trailer for it. So I couldn't even tell you specifically what the movie itself looks like, but I can tell you that Timothée Chalamet absolutely wants us to see it. But it's a movie about ping pong. And it's like apparently this is his real fucking passion project. He had been practicing ping pong for 6 years in order to prep for this role. This is something that he very specifically wanted to do. So I don't know. I mean, the man stood on top of the sphere for a promo shot,
Just if you find the time, I really, really think we'd have a lot to talk about with Anaconda.
Oh, and yeah, and that's the second one I kind of want to bend into place there. Adam, can I send this this gifted Patreon to you? Then you can send it to one of your YouTube subs. Yeah, absolutely. I think we can handle that. That sounds like a great idea. I love that. That's very cool. Yeah, send it to Half-Ass Movie Pod, or I think that's how it would end up working, just to the email address there. And we can suss that out there on the next show and everything. That'd be great. Heck yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Wasn't as amazing as we all hoped it could be, but that's how life is sometimes. You win some, you lose some. You take the good, you take the bad, you put them together, and there you have HMP, everybody.
Hey, it's not about never getting knocked down. It's about getting back up and keeping on the fight, and that's what we did tonight.
You got that right, everybody.
Yeah,
so
Paul could learn something from us.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get our jaws wired shut until tomorrow evening when we come back and talk about some more stuff with you fine dirty babies. That is it, everybody. I'm gonna play this because I made this, and there's no way that they can copy strike this shit. Let's go.
Now is this a Christmas movie? Now is this a Christmas movie? Now is this a Christmas movie? Or is it dumb slop?
Merry Christmas, everybody. We love you. Bye-bye.